Merchandise Financial Planning, Chapter 2, Session 4, Margin Planning. We began the chapter mentioning that the true measurement of the merchant's performance is reflected within the gross margins. This is because all factors used to determine the margin are within the merchant's controls. Only merchandise-related expenses are accounted for within the gross margin. The merchants have their targets for receipts and IMU that they use while negotiating with vendors. They determine the timing of when the product arrives so that minimal markdowns will be required. Really, the gross margin and gross margin percent are performance metrics providing the results of the inventory, the sales, the receipts, and the markdown plans. Gross margin is the difference between your net sales revenue minus your sales at cost. This is expressed in dollars. It is determining how much profit has been made on the items purchased by the company. Your gross margin percent is the gross margin retail divided by your sales retail. This too is a performance metric, as all companies will have a gross margin percent target or goal for the teams. Decisions are based on performance metrics. Gross margin is the most important performance metric as it defines your profit. It is your net sales minus your sales at cost. As teams are reviewing their plans and they are updating all of their metrics, if they see that they are not meeting their margin targets or there's an anomaly, they should go back and look at their opening inventory and then their sales plans, followed by the receipt plans and IMU percent targets, and ultimately their permanent markdown plans. Remember, the sales at cost is derived from your MMU. Therefore, our receipt plans with our markdown plans in conjunction with our opening inventory creates that blend within the MMU. If there is a problem and your MMU is too low, take a look at those metrics to be able to make some adjustments. Once you've done your modifications, if your targets now look aligned for your gross margin or your gross margin percent, and you're happy with your results, best practice is also go back and look at your closing inventory.